Well, apparently it seems that some of you didn't like my previous video quality review of The Arrival. And I think I understand why you guys didn't like it. You have to remember, I have to walk on eggshells to show you a footage quality of this film, because otherwise this studio, Paramount, will just destroy me. Will block the video altogether so you won't be able to see it. Okay? Now, I know you guys don't like it. I get it. I understand. You don't like that wide, curved angle. I don't like it either. I think that's only good for like if you're like inside a tunnel or somewhere, or if you're like climbing somewhere and you looking around, like if you're like outside doing something. But for this purposes, I don't think it's that good. Here's what I want to talk about this video quality review 2. Remember, I'm not reviewing a movie. Movie's great. I love the movie. It deserves an Oscar. There's no question about that. So don't make me repeat myself 50 times. I'm talking about video quality. It clearly is going to say on the title, video quality. And don't leave me a comment talking about the movie, because I'm not reviewing the movie. I'm removing the video quality. If I see somebody talk about the movie, I will just block you. I'm not talking about the movie. And if I see somebody put some spoilers, I will block you. Okay? I'm not going to have you assholes destroy the experience for some other people. This is a video quality. I'm letting you know what I'm seeing. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, well, too fucking bad, man. Get the fuck off my channel. Really, get the fuck off my channel. It's that fucking simple. And unsubscribe as well while you at it. I'm not asking for anybody here to fucking subscribe. I'm giving you a video fucking quality review. Get it to your fucking stupid head. Get it? Do you get it, motherfucker? Do you get it now? Good. Now let me get back to my regular tone of fucking voice. Let's continue. Okay, I'm going to press play now. And I'm going to talk in my nice tone of voice. Let's press play. Now, can you see HDR here? Yes. Yes. You can see HDR when you're watching this on a wide color gamut 4K TV. The HDR, it's there. It's still present. However, depending on the scene, if there's some scenes like this one where there's a bunch of orange suits and a beam of white light beaming, overshadowing in front of them here, then yes, you will notice that HDR. It's going to pop up. It's going to show up. That's where you're going to see that HDR. But the problem is, throughout the entire movie, there's this tone of color that's gray and dark and bleak, and that tone of color kills HDR. What is HDR all about? It's about the peak brightness nits. And in this movie, you don't see that much. You see it in certain scenes here and there, but you don't see it that much. Like right here. You see that board he's holding, that white board? Now that's gonna definitely, like right here, you definitely notice HDR here. You know, that tablet says human that she's hoarding. Did I say she's hoarding? I said holding. That she's holding right there. You see it, and it clearly HDR here pops out. The orange suit pops out. That board she's holding that says human, like right here. All of this stuff pops out in HDR and looks great. Now let's go to a scene outside. Let's check out the outside scenes a little bit. Okay, for example, right here, on a certain scenes, like right here, you do notice HDR popping out here a little bit, like that red, orange, and yellow. The HDR, it's present, and you do see it on certain scenes, but it's not a HDR reference material, what I'm trying to say. And some of you seem to have a hard time understanding that, or simply can't seem to grasp the fact that your favorite movie is not an HDR reference. I love this movie. Even director loved this movie, but even he knows that this movie is not an HDR reference. Is there HDR? Yes, there is HDR. Is the best HDR? No. You still see it. Because why? Because the principal photography. That's why. Because it's such a bleak tone. It has a grayish, bleak tone to it, which kills the HDR. Okay? Doesn't mean it's a bad movie in any shape or form. In terms of quality, it has a great quality. The quality looks great. The quality looks great. The movie, it's sharp, it's vivid, but only on certain scenes you see that HDR pop out, like right here. Only on certain scenes, like right here, you see that pop out before they arrive to the ship. But it's not a reference. It's not a reference. The peak brightness, I would say, in this movie, it's like maybe 700 nits. Maybe 680 nits. It's really, I would say 680 nits. It's really not that bright. It's really not that bright. And I know it's going to be hard for some of you guys to swallow that and accept that. You know what? You don't have to watch my video. Why don't you go and do some research? Go on Google where they talk about technical video quality and principal photography of this film. Does this mean the movie's bad? No. I understand why he went down this route. I understand why he chose to take this color in a film. Because the nature of the movie. It's not a happy movie, okay? It's some depressing element in it. And I understand why he did that. It's just, it's not a HDR reference film. So if you buy a Blu-ray copy of this movie, you'll be okay. You're not going to be missing out much. That's all I'm trying to say. And I know some of you who bought this copy will get butthurt. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if I don't know what I'm talking about, why don't you educate me? Why don't you go ahead and make a video? Or better yet, why don't you go through Google, go to some sources of home video, audio video forums, and you will find out what people are talking about. People who actually do this for a living, who have the equipment to measure the peak brightness and everything. And they also measure the codec of the 4K bitrate as well. The bitrate is good here, but it's not the best. All right, I don't know how much of this movie I can show you. Remember, guys, this is just a video quality. This is a great movie. I love this movie. It will win an Oscar. And this director will win an Oscar. Mark my words. But it's not a HDR reference demo, okay? If you want an HDR reference demo, go with The Life of Pi, okay? Or go with The Martian. Or go with The Revenant. But this, it's not a HDR reference film. That's all I'm trying to say. There is HDR there, but it's not reference. All right, later. Bye.